everybody, and welcome into HelenKennard.com. I'm Helen Kennard, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, please say hello when you get here, so I know who I'm crafting with tonight. I'm going to do some cards, and then I'm going to tell you about a big surprise or a big announcement. It's big for me. It's not real big, but it's big for me anyway. But tonight we're going to be making some cards using the Splendid Autumn 6x6 paper. I haven't even opened mine. I just got mine last week. But I was in a swap. I had a shoebox swap this past weekend. Let me put you down so you can see what I'm talking about. But and several of the demonstrators used this paper. So I wanted to show you. Isn't that gorgeous? And look at this fancy fold. That is so pretty. And I forgot to put their name on it. So I had to give, anyway, it's a long story. But so I'm not sure who it was that came up with this design, but none of these are mine. But I just thought that's really pretty. It's using the Moody Mauve cardstock. Good gracious. But that's so pretty, isn't it? Okay, this one. Ooh, this one definitely says fall. And I'm going to cry just reading it, you guys. It just, I don't know. I just love the saying, for always believing in me. Now, how many people can you give that to, right? Anyway, I just think this is beautiful. And again, I'm not sure because we don't sign them. Who came up with this? But this DSP is so easy to use. You see, we had to hardly do anything to add to the card because the cardstock, the DSP, is what makes it so beautiful. So so there's that one. Now look at this one. Added these beautiful die cuts of the different leaves, and I'm thankful. I love that one. Isn't that pretty? Autumn. Oh, autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful. So I love that one too. And I love these colors. And it's just so fun. So fun. So I wanted to show you what we're going to, we're going to be using that designer series paper, but I did want to show you some samples with it already, but we're going to come up with some. So let's go ahead and open it up and look. It's on page 37 of the September through December 2024 catalog, the mini catalog. So go, if you have your catalog. If you don't, certainly let me know in the post down underneath here that you want a catalog, and I'll be glad to send you one. But it's on page 37. Now the card I did this weekend for our shoebox swap, we used the woven golden leaves. I showed y'all that, right? So that was just really pretty. But anyway, I did want to show you that. So let's open this up and choose some colors to go with it. Bum, bum, bum. So for those that are new to crafting or card making and Stampin' Up! For that matter, on the back of your paper, it tells you what colors will go with your paper. So we're going to pick out some, but I went ahead and pulled some together. Now, where I got the Blackberry Bliss and the Night of Navy, I don't know, because now that I'm looking at it, they're not on the list. So I don't know why I thought that, but I do have Fresh Freesia, Moody Mauve, Balmy Blue, and Mossy Meadow. So those are all on here. But if you don't know how to pick your designer series, I mean, not your designer series paper, but your cardstock to match it, that's how you do it. Is you go to the back and it'll tell you. So this is one of the designer series paper that one of those cards were made out of. Isn't that so pretty? Then there's that one. Let's see. And that one's real pretty. Very bright. That one's kind of dark, isn't it? Look at that one. Ooh, that's a night scene. But I like it. Okay. I really like that one with the purple in the foreground. I think I'm going to use this one, so I'm going to put this one aside. I think for the does you think that would look pretty with the Balmy Blue? Of course, this one would look good too. So we might use both of those with the Balmy Blue. So I'm going to set those aside. Okay. Let's see. I really like that. That with all the yellow in it. I don't have yellow. And the Moody Mauve may be good. Let's see. What else do we have? I might use this one, this purple one. So I'm going to put this one aside. And did I already pick that one? I think so. Yeah. We'll see. Ooh, look at that one. That one. They're all just so pretty. Let's see. Oh, I like that one. That has a lot of Cajun craze in there. I think I'm going to put that one aside. We'll do that one. Hey, Diana. How are you? How was your week? Help me pick some of these. This is the one that they used. Let's see. Y'all already seen a card made out of that. All right. Huh. All right. Let's see. I like that. What do y'all think of that? Doesn't that kind of go together? I like it. Okay. Let's see. This one has, that's my husband sent me a text, and I was hoping I could ignore it, but it's not going to let me ignore it, so I'm going to have to do something or it's not going to stop beeping. So we're going to have, we're going to just make, hey Brittany, hey, I'm so glad you could make it. Aw. I know it. It's hard, isn't it? They're all so pretty. Yeah, I think I'm going to use these two because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some basic cards and layer some basic cards, but I'm going to try to use the same cardstock on 2 cards. So these 2 would go with that one. And then we can layer with the, I think layer with the Moody Mauve. Don't you think that looks good with these? So that'll be for these 2. And then, so I'm not going to use these. All right, I want to go with the blue. What do you think of that? Let's see. Bomb blue. Oh, that one's got palmy blue. Yeah, that's good. Either one of these. I'm going to try this one, I think. Well, maybe both of them. All right, we're going to use that one, even though we already have a card with it. Well, wait a minute. Let me look at these. It is hard to choose. And you know the good news is, because it's hard to choose, either one's going to be fine. That's what I love. Oh, look at this one, you guys. That one might be good. That one might be real good. See the blue? Can you see it? Well, we'll see. All right. All right. I just like that. And this one might look good with the Blackberry Bliss, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with this one and Blackberry Bliss. All right, that's one. And are we already using this one? But see, I could still use the Blackberry. Yeah, I'm going to go with these 2. Whew, that's the hardest decision, is they all look good. Trying to decide which one to go with it. So once you figure that out, all right, that's the hard part, is picking out what designer series paper you want to use and then what cardstock to use. So let me put this somewhat out of the way. All right. So I'm going to use the, now that just doesn't even look like it would go together, but it does, doesn't it? Okay. Or I could use the Mossy Meadow. I think I like the Blackberry Bliss better. All right. So once you've got your cardstock, now we have 2 kinds of white. This one's our heavyweight, and this is our lightweight. So our heavyweight is going to be our the base of the card. Because this one, when you have your light one, is real, I want to say flimsy. It's really not. I mean, I do use it if I have to, but so what we're going to do is we're going to make this one. Okay, so you, first of all, decide which way you want your card to go. So this one we're going to cut off like that. So we're going to cut our card in half. This is going to be a 10th card, and you can, but we're going to lay them down. So this is a very basic cut. I like to score mine before I actually cut it, so that way I can score it, you know, both of them at the same time. Okay, both of these. Okay, this one's going to be at 5.5. Oh man. All right, I'm going to have to score. Where is my score? I'm going to use this. Okay, at 5.5. And then we're going to, do you see it? See it right there? Maybe you can see it. Okay, so now we're going to cut. So we find our, so that is our score mark at 5.5. And then we find our 4 1/4. Because that's half of this sheet. We're going to cut it. And there. We have the base to our card right there. Now this one, we're going to score at 2 3/4 because that one is going to, we're going to fold it back a little bit. All right, so we fold in the middle. That's how you make the base of the card. And then in this case, we're going to fold this in half. So that's where I scored that 2 3/4. We're going to roll it back. There. See? All right, so we start off with half a sheet. Half a sheet, you cut it. Then we're going to score it at 5 1/2 and then at 2 3/4 so that we can fold it over. Use your bone folder. And then we're going to fold this in half. This is a like one of the very first or basic, I don't want to say fancy fold because it's not fancy, but a fold. Okay, so now that we've got our basic white done, we're going to take another one, but not the thick. We're going to take the, oh, that is thick. Okay, let me get the other one out. This one's the thinner, or the regular size. And we're going to cut this at 5 1/4. So we scored it at 5 1/2. So we're going to make this a little bit smaller at 5 1/4 by 4, because you remember we did 4 1/4. Well, now we're going to do it at 4 to make it a little bit smaller. 1/4 of an inch smaller all the way around. All right. So there. 5 1/4 by 4. This one is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So just a little bit smaller to give us, you know, a border around it. Okay. So now we are going to emboss this with our embossing machine. Okay. This one is a 3D embossing folder. So I need to go out and get my correct plate. All this comes out. Forgot to bring that. So what you're going to do is, this is called timber. And can you see here that it looks like wood? So we're going to make this look like wood. So you put your piece of paper in there. Now look, there's a line right here that kind of keeps your cardstock straight for you. And you can put it on there. They started doing that a few years ago, so that your paper's straight. And then we roll it through. Let's see. Ooh, look at that. Shoot. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Can you see what it does? And it feels, it's got the embossed feel to it too. I'm going to set this over here because we'll be using it on the other cards. All right. So we're going to put this, let's see. we're going to add this to the, see, now that we've got this folded, we're going to add this to this side. Now, Brittany, what I do is I put it on, I use my liquid glue, but you only want to go this far, because if you put glue over here, it's going to stick it down. So you only put a little bit on that side, on the left-hand side. Then you stick it down, leaving a margin, just a small margin around it. See, and then you're looking all the way around. Make sure it's about all the same side. Okay, then you want to make sure that you didn't get it on the bottom, which we didn't, so I'm glad about that, because I love getting it sticky. Okay, so now we're going to take our Blackberry Bliss. Now, where did these come from? And we're going to cut it down 5 1/4 by 3/4. Let's see, 3/4. Go over here to 3/4 and 5 1/4. So we only want that as far as this goes. Isn't that pretty so far? Okay, so this is 3/4 of an inch that I get on this side of my cutter, and then 5 1/4, which is the same size as this that we just did. So we can go ahead and put that on. Again, you keep your glue kind of in the middle so it doesn't go over your cardstock. And we're only putting it right there. See that margin right there? You want it to have a little margin. Okay. Then we're going to cut another piece of Blackberry Bliss, and it's going to be 4 1/4. So I feel to see which side I cut. I can tell that this side is the side I cut. So we're going to cut it 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. 4 1/4. Oops. Okay, so this is our mat. 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. Now the reason we're going to do that is because we're going to cut down our piece of paper by 3. So we wanted 1/4 of a bit larger. So now we've got to decide where we're going to make our 3 by 4. Where are we going to cut it out? So I want some, let's do, all right, so this is going to be here. We want this to be 3 by 4. I want my 4 to be this way so I can get as much of the seam as I can. Does that make sense? So I want the Blackberry Bliss to be a little bit larger than my 3 by 4. So I cut it out 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. Ooh, look how pretty that is. And then this is our foreground. That's looks like basic beige. So what we're going to do is save this piece, these pieces, for another card. Okay, so don't throw those away. We're going to save those for another card. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to put this on our mat. 1/4 of an inch bigger than our card or our DSP. This is called DSP Designer Series paper. Okay, let's go ahead and stamp. I'm gonna stamp it, y'all. I absolutely love this stamp set. It's called So Sincere. So I'm gonna put just for you, because I want a small sentiment. I don't want it to cover it up, or I could put it on the right hand side, but I think I'm going to put it on the left because you can see it. Now, let's use our blackberry, I can't even hardly talk, our blackberry glue to stamp that with. Now remember, straight down and up. Just down and up. See that? Now, did you see how I inked it? I didn't push it down and mash, because then you get it all the way around your stamp and your block, and it get all over. So you just tap. That's all you need is tap. Once you get used to it, you won't have to look to make sure it's good and inked. You'll just know that it is, and then go ahead and put it on there. All right, so let's close this up before I forget and stick that in there. Now what did I do with my chamois? So there, okay. Clean that off. Yay, look at this. Haha. This looks good. Ooh, place is a mess. I've got it in there so much. I think I'm going to put this on just in the middle. Now I could put it on, and I think I will. Yeah. I've got some dimensionals, and I'm just going to put that on. Look, I want to tell y'all my announcement. I'm so excited. I have started taking a beginner's watercolor class, and it's going to help me get my, learn how to blend in the different colors. And so last night was my first night of class, and I had a ball. Now, of course, I know, I only know a limited amount. There, look. See how simple that was? Let's see, you'll open it like that. Okay, so the scores again is you score at 5 1/2 and 2 3/4. And you fold this back, fold it back like that. This piece was 5 1/4 by 4. It's just a 1/4 of an inch smaller. I ran it through the embossing folder. Now you don't have to. It could just be plain if you want to. This is 3/4 by 5 1/4, and then this is 3 by 4, and then you make it a little bit bigger, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So very basic, but this designer series paper makes it so simple, doesn't it? All right. So let's go with this one. I used white on that one, didn't I? It's okay. It's okay. It'll be okay. All right. Let's see. Where's this? All right. I'll probably use that other piece of white in just a minute. Okay, now this is the this is the tent fold. We would normally, put it up like that. That's a tent fold. In our case, we're putting it on the side. So that's the second way that you can put the tent fold is sideways like that, which is what we did with this one. So this one, we're going to do the other basic fold. Now here we're going to have to emboss or score it. Score it at 4 1/4. And remember, the other one we scored at 5 1/2. This one we're going to score at 4 1/4, and then we're going to cut at 5 1/2. So put it down at 5 1/2 right here. I like starting down at the bottom because it'll push it up, but it's got a lip that it stops it from moving. Okay. So this one, let me see if I can put it there. It's going to fold like this. Your normal card, your basic card. Hey, Naomi. You like the brown and the green. Aw. You like the purple, Diana. Uh-huh. I know. Aw. Oh, well, that's so sweet, you guys. Okay, so now this one we're going to cut 2 of the, let's see, what did we decide? Are we going to use the Blackberry Bliss again with the blue this time? Yeah, I think so. All right. All right, this one we're going, wait a minute. Let's get what we're going to cut it from. So we are going to use the Balmy Blue again at 5 1/4 by 4. So 5 1/4. This is a kind of a standard matte. 5 1/4 by 4 is a standard matte for our basic cards. Okay. Now again, we're going to run this through our embossing body. Stampin' Emboss. Okay. Again, I'm going to use the same timber embossing folder. Again, just put it straight as you can. See it down there? Okay. Can y'all see that? Okay. All right. What did I do with my card? Here it is. No, that's not it. Where's my card? There it is. It's down at the bottom. Okay, so now I'm going to cut the Blackberry Bliss. I'm going to cut it at, I tried to write some of this down. Okay. Okay, 1 1/2 by 4. Again, put your cardstock at the 1 1/4. Oh, it's hitting on that. Okay, 1 1/2 right here by 4 right there. Okay, so this is going to go here, and then we're going to make a mat for our designer series paper, and this needs to be a 3 1/4. So 3 1/4 square. So 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, so if we're doing that, who can guess what size the designer series paper is going to be? It's going to be a 3 by 3 because we're going to make it a 1/4 of an inch bigger. So it's going to be like that. Isn't that pretty? All right. So now we have to decide where we want to get our 3x3. So I want to get some of that, but if I do that, I'm going to miss out on all this. So maybe I need a 3x3. No, that piece isn't going to work. Okay. Oh. 3x3. That might work. Okay, let's try this. We can use that for something else. And 3. No, I want it to look more like that. So let's do. Just trim it to 3x3. Just keep trimming it until you get it, you know, the scene that you want. Do you see that? That's the scene that I want. I want some of the blue in there and some of the Blackberry Bliss. So that's how that one's going to be. See, it's very easy. You just have to learn how to map them. All right. Ooh, I like it. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to decide which pieces are going to be flat and which pieces we want to dimensional up. I like my designer series paper to be flat on the mat. So let's add some here. Now I like the liquid glue because it gives me a little chance to move it around to get the good, you know, the good margin around it. See that? All right, and now I'm probably, and maybe this one will be flat too, I think. Now, do you see how I'm not going towards the outside, because that's going to make it really juicy and come out and make your cards sticky, so you don't want that. Okay. All right, we're doing good. I'm going to add some dimensionals. If I can find what I did with them. Here they are. It depends upon how big your centerpiece is, or the piece that you're dimensioning, as to whether or not you need 4 or 5. This is actually probably small enough that I only need 4, one in each corner. Oop. That's about to fall. Okay. All right, so should we dimensional this one? I like doing it, especially when it's the same color. So it lifts it up and you know that it's lifted up. So I'm going to put some more. This one definitely I would put 5. One in the corners. Well, I was telling you about the watercolor class that I'm taking. So last night was my first night, and I had a ball, you guys. We started off, and we had to make 4 squares on our watercolor paper. I mean, not 4, 9. And each square had a different technique. And then we took a sheet and divided it into 3. I'm going to post my piece, what we ended up doing with it tomorrow when I post all this, but I brought some really pretty embellishments, but now I can't find it. This place is such a wreck. Anyway, we could put some on the side or down here, wherever we want to put our dimension. I mean, not our dimensionals, our embellishments. But anyway, I'm going to show y'all tomorrow what my first attempt at watercoloring ended up being. But I'm learning how to use the brushes. I bought this watercolor kit that had like a gazillion colors, and they all look the same. So when I went to, get my colors, oh my gosh, y'all, what I thought was purple was blue. What I thought was yellow was orange. Yeah, so what I thought was red was orange. Anyway, I'm going to have to go get a very basic set of watercolor paint so that I can see what what colors I'm using. All right, so then, oh, I know what I wanted to do with this. I didn't put a sentiment on it. Oh, here it is. All right, this one's gonna say, hoping you have, where is it? Hope your day is a happy one. Let's see. I think I'm going to use the Blackberry Bliss again. Now watch. Just tap, tap, tap. Make sure it's good and inked. And then this one's going to be a 2-inch, so you want to put it far enough away that you can punch it out. Oh, there. Ooh. There. All right, so when you want to punch it out, you turn your punch upside down and slip it in there and center it up. That's a 2-inch. Oh, I didn't mean a 2-inch. Shoot, I did it opposite. I want this one to be a 2-inch. The Blackberry Bliss. Let me see if I can get this back in there and punch it out. This is the 1 3/4 inch. Y'all, this one's online. It's not in the catalog. Okay, I use my pencil to get it lined up if I can. There. Ooh. Okay. Got it back lined up. And punch. Okay. Ooh. That one is an old punch. Could you tell? I didn't get rid of it. And then that way you can layer them together. Do you see that? Anyway, the reason why I'm telling you about my watercolor class is because I'm going to start, and I've told y'all before I was going to start a VIP group, and I want y'all to go on the journey with me to learn how to watercolor. So, everybody join my my VIP group, and we're gonna start watercoloring together. So when he teaches me, I'll teach you guys. Then in that same group, I'm going to start scrapbooking. Now, the scrapbook is I'm very new. I mean, I've scrapbooked years ago. I didn't know what I was doing, so Scrapbook pages are very, very basic, which is okay because you know what? That's my style. I don't like the kind that have like a gazillion thing. All right, y'all help me figure it out right here. I don't want to cover up my road. I think I'm going to stick it right here. There. Ha! Hope your day is a happy one. And then we could put our embellishments there. I've got them. As soon as I don't, finish this Facebook Live, they're going to jump out at me. Okay, so now I think we're done with 2 cards. Aren't they pretty? And like I said, this paper makes it so easy. All right, let's try another one. I'm going to use this paper again and fold it because we've already got it scored. And might as well use the Blackberry Bliss again, don't you think? Or should I? No, I think I'm going to use the should I use that one? Or this one? Oh, yeah, definitely this. I don't know. I better save it for that one. Did I bring more than one? Yeah, I did. Okay. So, this I'm going to cut at 5 1/4 by 4. See, I'm doing that again. This is the third card we've made, and we're using the basic, the very basic 5 1/4 by 4 matte. It's a very basic all-around card. All right. Is this the one we were going to use? Did I do something with the other paper? All right. What did I do with it? All right, we're just going to use this because I don't see it. And y'all, it doesn't really matter because any of this paper is so beautiful. All right, I'm going to cut this at 5 3 3/4. Shoot. I had that other piece of designer series paper. Did I drop it? No. All right, we're just going to use this 3 3/4 by 5. 3 3/4, which is a little bit smaller than the 4. And I'm going to cut off an inch there. No, an inch, yeah. So that it, 5 1/4. No, we did 5 1/4 with the fresh freesia. So I want this one to be, 5, not 5 1/4. Okay, cut off an inch there. Oh. See, a very basic matte 5 1/4 by 4, and then 3 3/4 by 5. See, it's 1/4 of an inch smaller. And then we're going to put that up. I knew I'd find them as soon as I did that. We're going to do it this way, though. It's going to be okay because no matter what we choose, it's going to be pretty. Anyway, so scrapbooking, Stampin' Up! Is starting up their scrapbooking line. And one of the things, and now I'm going to go ahead and put these on with dimensional, so it kind of lifts it up and makes you look at it or gives it some dimension. Oh, wait, before I do that, I'm going to use this saying, so very proud of you. Okay. So where am I going to put that? Maybe right there. So very proud. And see, I don't have to layer that. I think I'm going to use this Blackberry Bliss. Tap, tap, tap. That's all you have to do. So very proud of you. Oh, nice. Okay, let me clean. But anyway, you know, I told y'all my sister, Pam, that lives in Ohio, started scrapbooking. She brought out all her pictures and sent me a bunch of us as we were growing up. And it got me to thinking, with everything going on, that I need to get mine going. So I kept saying, I'm going to, and then I never did. So I have a friend, a customer, that is an avid scrapbooker. And she's been asking me, she doesn't need help, and she doesn't need lessons. In fact, she's going to teach me how to scrapbook. So she's an avid scrapper and has been for many years. And Kathy's going to help me scrapbook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start trying to teach y'all what she teaches me in that class. And, I mean, not class, in that Facebook group. So if you want to join, and we can teach each other, because I know there's a lot of y'all that are avid scrapbookers. But see, and I need to put some embellishments on it. Oh, these turned out so good. Balmy Blue, Blackberry Bliss, and Fresh Freesia. What do y'all think? Use different designs in each one, but they're all beautiful. Let me clean up. Yeah. There. Whew. All right. Ta-da. So I'm going to go back and put some embellishments on here. But I did want to show you how easy and just very basic. Both of these are using the same half. Do you see how that's one sheet of paper cut in half? And you can make 2 cards out of it. They both have the exact same matte 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 by 4. Both of them. This one's blue and that one's Fresh Freesia. And then this one steps it down one more time, 5 by 3 3/4 to cut out the designer series paper. Then this one, after you put your, mat on there, I better look, because y'all ought to be my luck. Y'all are trying to tell me something. No, it's my husband again. All right. You mat the same way. A 3 by 3 square, you're going to make your mat 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And the same thing here. This is a 2-inch punch, and this is a 1 3/4 inch punch. Okay, this one, what did we make? A 3 by 4. So you're going to make your mat a 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Does that make sense? And again, the same size mat, 5 1/4 by 4, 5 1/4 by 4. Whew. All 3 of these use that same mat. Oh, hey, Wendy. They look great. Oh, Brett, thank you so much. Is it feeling cool tonight, Naomi? Yeah, this week has been that way for us. Oh, Diana, did you have to ask me that? Oh, all right. You know I was on vacation, right? You should have asked me that last week when I came back from vacation. Have you started back walking again? Oh, Diana, no, I haven't. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest and let you know. But you know what? Now that you called me out on it, I'm out there. So you are so funny. Yes, I'm going to get back out there. I do. I need to. I am. I'm going to go walking. You are too funny. Thank you for calling me out on it. I needed somebody to do that. One of the girls in our neighborhood, well, she walks at one of them walks every day, but I noticed today one of the other girls that just retired a month or so ago was out walking. It's like, doggone it, I'm going to have to, but I just needed you to call me out on it. So I'm going to get back out there walking. And now it's like Naomi said, it's great weather, right? Um, 60 degrees the past 2 days. Um, I can use everything under the moon to put it on. But shoot, I did have to ask. I was I I was on vacation and walked. You walked at the hotels, Diana. I can't believe you're telling me that. Yeah, just rub it in. Throw some more salt in the wound. I need it. I need it. Good for you. Yeah, I'm so proud of you for doing it. That's great. That's really good. Britt, you're gonna have to go walking with me this weekend if you can come down. Um, so anyway, all right. I'm gonna give you an update next week. Thank you, Diana, for being my accountability partner. That's exactly what I need, is someone that's gonna ask me about it when I least want to tell anybody. But tomorrow I'm going to start, and I'm going to post on here to let you know that I've started. That is too funny. But anyway, all right. So I'm going to be starting up a VIP, and I'll let you guys know. So if y'all want to journey with me through scrapbooking and watercoloring, I can't wait to show you my little vignettes of what I worked on last night. So that's going to be exciting, and we can all do it together. I'm learning about the different paint brushes, how much water to put on there. Yeah, I have this brush, y'all, that is like two thumbs, and it soaks up the water. And when I put it down, my watercolor paper is soaked for the rest of the night. So I've got to learn how much water to add to my watercolor paper. But anyway, we'll figure it out together, and I'll share some of the videos that he shares with us. Um, if you're interested in any of those, because I think the more we watch and practice, the better I'll get. But especially with mixing the paint, we're using chalk paint, by the way. So it's just Crayola watercolor paint. So yeah, I had to go right back today and get the very basic primary colors, um, so I can mix and match them. But anyway, you guys have a great week. I'll see y'all next Wednesday. And all right, Diana, thanks for being my partner. Brittany, I'll see you this weekend. Thanks so much for coming, Britt. I hope this helps, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Take care. See you, Naomi. Bye bye.